All right. Well, how's it going, everybody? Dale Wolfhart. We're finally back playing NASCAR Heat 5. It's only been forever. Um, we're starting Cup. I haven't felt like playing this game in a long time. In fact, I just finished Xfinity Series like 2 months ago because I just knew I had to, not because I really wanted to. Regardless, though, we have a lot to go through. We've got an entire season of work to do. We've got 36 races this time, the longest season we've had so far. And another pretty important thing, I am no longer using assists in career mode. I have decided to instead race normally like everyone else because I've started racing offline, or I've started racing, with friends on expert with no assists, so now we're going to be doing that in career mode. That won't be a concern until about here at Sonoma. Where is it? Sonoma, Watkins Glen, and good old Charlotte Roval. Those are going to be some issues. I think everything else should be fine though. And isn't there the Indy Road course too? Is that here somewhere? That's the Brickyard. Okay, and they don't race that in Cup. Cool. But hopefully for the next few races that might be fine, and that might lead to a bit better performances at intermediates as well. But that might lead to worse performances at road courses and short tracks. So I think it's going to kind of flip the way I used to work on its head. So when I used to be bad at super speedways and intermediates, I'm now probably going to be better at super speedways and intermediates and worse at short tracks and road courses that used to be my best tracks. But that gives a lot more races that I'm actually good at, seeing as that would add, Daytona, Vegas, Auto Club, not really Phoenix, Atlanta, Homestead, Texas, Bristol. Well, maybe not Bristol, but probably still Bristol. Definitely not Martinsville, though. I think I'm going to have some trouble at Martinsville. Richmond, I don't know yet. Dag, I should do fine. Dover, Martinsville, no. Charlotte, Alright, well, anyway, let's get to it. We're going to start off with the good old Daytona 500, the most anticipated race. Hopefully now with the new way that this works, hopefully we can actually do something here instead of placing mid-pack. Ohio man, are you on expert difficulty? I am on expert difficulty. I just looked at the settings before starting this to see if it registered that I was on no assists. So yeah, no assists expert. I don't remember what the AI difficulty is. I might have to scale that up a bit now that I'm not using assists. But we'll see, I guess, because the AI difficulty doesn't work the same on multiplayer races as it does campaign races. So, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to make my first Cup season real bad, or if it's going to make it a lot better than some of my other seasons. But I still had like decently high win totals in the other seasons, especially once I got momentum. But we'll see if that'll carry over. Alright. Let's get in qualifying. I probably should do practice. Well, maybe not at Daytona. I don't need to do practice at Daytona. So, we're going to see how that goes. Move the mic a little bit closer to my face so you can actually hear me over the sound of the engine. And I just realized I might have to turn off TV audio, because TV audio tends to get a little bit annoying with this. But I guess we'll find out. Ohio's in the chat. He'll let me know if the game audio is too overbearing, or if the game audio from the TV is something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I'll have a better run here than usual with that new lack of assists. And I did double check. Sounds good? Alright, good. Good. I mean, this is one of the most important races to win, especially as a first race of the season. Obviously, but I mean, this is my first Cup race ever in career mode. This will be. I mean, I'm qualifying right now, but if I qualify first, we might have some issues with AI difficulty. Obviously, there'll be nothing I can do about it, but I will have to scale it up for the next race. Well, really, that's going to come at the intermediates, because that's going to determine... The intermediates are really going to determine whether or not the AI difficulty is too easy or too hard. But we'll find out, I guess. So, I'm going to come out of turn 4 here. Let's see what we can get here. We're probably running just about on time. A little bit past. I don't know what position that's got us in so far, but I guess we'll find out. But there's a reason they give you 2 laps. So let's see what we get this time. Oop, that's not going to help. Goal is 46. I have no idea what my record lap is. I should probably check that, frankly. But I guess we'll find out. I keep saying that. It's going to become my catchphrase at this moment. But I guess we'll find out. Alright. I think I'm making better time this time. No, not really. Outside of the top 10. Holy shit. Okay. Damn. So, first Cup appearance, we place 40th. Pole winner is Kyle Busch. I can't say I'm surprised. Denny Hamlin's up there. Michael McDowell, real 2020 Daytona 500 winner, is sitting in 2nd. Eric Almirola in 3rd. Alright, where's Harvick? Chase Elliott 11th. Ryan Blaney 12th. Harvick, as usual, for some reason in this game, way towards the back. 35th. Alright, so it should not take me very long to find him. You suck. Yeah, apparently, man. I don't know what the hell was up with that. I don't know what the deal was there, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, Daytona International Speedway. Kyle Busch is your pole winner, as already mentioned. Ross Chastain failed pre-race inspection, so he forfeits qualifying position. And Chad Fincham has an engine change after qualifying, so he is also starting at the back. So, does that mean we're 2 positions up? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Alright, so we're starting really in 38th, but we're still qualified pretty fucking low. So, I don't know, the AI difficulty works pretty well for me with assists, so I might even have to scale it down a bit. Dive low, draft, pump the fucking main line, because I can't stay out of it. Ooh, they're pulling away. Even in the draft, they're pulling away. Dive low. Oh, we lost the draft. Oh, this is not going to be a good race, I can already tell. Don't give up the inside. Need that. Suarez a little bit of a bump here. Back in the draft. This is not going to be good. I can tell you already. So I might even have to scale down, which is not what I was anticipating. I figured without assists I would be faster, like you're supposed to be, but okay. There I go. But apparently not. There's nowhere to go. Oh. Put your draft off teammate here. Bobby Carter will cut in and get brake checked for some reason. That's nice. Very kind of you. Okay. Alright. Get off my quarter panel. Jesus Christ. I might have to go outside for once. Yeah, the low's clear, but the low's also clear of cars in front of me, which I kind of need.
Careful, still there.
Ooh. All over the place.
Careful, still there.
I'll just drive from Byron for a minute.
5 to go, 5 to go. Still there.
We'll hope teammate. 5 to go. Oh yeah, I forget that the race is much shorter,
Still there.
but that's for gameplay purposes. Or for video purposes. Because normally when I play with Ohio, we recently been starting to do like 4 times, 25% 5 or 4 times. Alright buddy, let's not lose that draft. Jesus.
You got room. You're clear.
I will say that with the shorter times, if I catch that apron and spin, I'm absolutely screwed. Fortunately, I can't restart races, and if that's the case, I probably will. So,
Still there.
we'll see, I guess. Alright, well, we've cracked the 20, well, okay, we were almost cracked into 25, but we're still way out of 15. So, can I get a draft? Jesus, get off of me.
Still there. All clear.
Uh-oh.
Inside.
That's not good. Bounced off of, I tried not to hit him. And so I hit the wall because I don't know how to not do both. Okay, I see if I'm about to hit something, I'm just going to hit the other thing trying to avoid it. Alright, curb hopped a little bit. Yeah, this is not going to go good. I'm not gaining any position. In fact, I'm just losing position is all I seem to be doing at the moment. Stuck. There's some room. There's some room, man. Hug the door. Byron. I'm starting to climb a little bit. 2 to go. See if I can at least crack that top 15. I'm in 4-star equipment. There's no reason I shouldn't. Other than my terrible lack of skill. Alright, good draft. In the middle. Asshole's blocking me. Very not kind of you, Kenseth. Alright, white flag. Just gotta beat Chase Elliott for 15th. If the race was a little bit longer, I might have actually had enough time to get a pretty decent finish here. The field kind of slowed down a bit. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Alright, he dived out of the draft. Very kind. On my way. Oh boy. Oh, if I wouldn't have gotten that stop by Newman, that would have been one hell of a run. Dive low. Nope. 8th. That could have went worse. Speed rating of 100, that might be a new record. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, man, I'm 8th from 40th, or really 8th from 38th is not bad. I definitely could have done a little bit better there. Kyle Busch dropped down to 5th. Your winner is John Hunter Nemechek in the 38 car. All right, well, first playoff contender, John Hunter Nemechek. Corey LaJoie and Joey Gase are up there too. Ty Dillon. Michael McDowell fell down to 9th. Where did Harvick go? Wow. 36th. How interesting. So there's a little review of the field, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That was The race could have went better, but I think it also could have went a lot worse, so I'll take it. Got a lot of money for it. Alright, so we're starting 8th in points. I'd say it's a good place to start, but we got a lot more races to go through. I have no idea how many races we're going to do in this. But I guess we'll find out, as I say for the 50th time. Jesus Christ. The water. Much better. Alright. So, that was our first super speedway race. Placed 8th, but qualified way low, which is pretty typical. Usually I qualify pretty low, because I'm pretty slow. But then once I can catch drafts, then I start to go farther. But unfortunately, again, you still want to place decently high. The only person that says anything, Kevin Harvick. I did Wolfhard. Excited to see what you can do this season. Something. I can do something. Not a whole lot, but at least I'm in, you know, 4-star equipment, so should go better than other things. Alright, race numero dos. Gotta say, I don't really care about what contracts I have for the next season at the moment. Alright, so race numero dos, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I don't know how this is gonna go. I mean, Daytona was a little bit of a surprise. I expected to perform pretty poorly, and I qualified about as I expected. Actually, that's a complete lie. I qualified way lower than I expected. But then I placed in 8th, so I still got up decently far up the track. So I don't think I have to scale up the AI yet, although the poor qualifying is going to be kind of annoying. But an intermediate's really going to determine how this season is going to go, seeing as the majority of races are intermediates. So, if I qualify top 5 and immediately take the lead, then I might have to scale up AI. But if I qualify mid, high in the pack, and, you know, have to fight for first, or even have to fight for top 5, then I'd say the difficulty's pretty well scaled, and I won't really have much of an issue. But we'll find out. Alright. I should have practiced, but whatever. I don't think I need much practice at Vegas. Vegas is a pretty typical track. I think I'll do just fine. It's really going to be the more odd tracks, like Phoenix, you know, the ones that aren't quite D-shaped ovals or tri-ovals. Those are going to be the ones that I'm going to have to do some practice at. But Vegas is a regular old tri-oval, so I should not have any issue with this at all. Usually I do pretty decently in tri-ovals. I prefer tri-ovals compared to D-shaped ovals when it comes to intermediates. Definitely gonna need to practice Pocono. Definitely gonna need to practice at the road courses to get those braking lines down. Unless I just choose to run it with assists anyway, which I very well might, but definitely the Charlotte Roval, because I suck ass at the Charlotte Roval. But I also didn't have much practice there. Alright, qualifying lap 31. First, alright. That makes no sense. Alright, second is Denny Hamlin, third is Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott. Kevin Harvick's a lot higher up here, that makes sense. He's pretty decent at this track. Zosky, Busch, Blaney, Kenseth. Alright. Get a look at your starting lineup. This is about what you'd expect. Daytona always has some weird guys up front, but this makes more sense. Jimmy Johnson's pretty low, but to be fair, this was kind of the ass end of his career. Alright, well, let's see how the AI does here. The AI's might be a little bit too easy. If they're easy here, they're going to be easy any other place like it, so we're definitely going to have to worry about that. David Reagan just doesn't look like himself. Their times are slower than normal. Dale Wolfhard, pole winner. In front. Timmy Hill, engine change after qualifying. Run expert on road courses, be a man. See, you say that, Ohio, but what I don't think you realize is that you've seen me race on a road course, and you know that I'm absolute dog shit without assists. So I could,
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready.
but I don't think that'd be the best for content. Or my season, for that matter. Especially in the Charlotte Roval, because that's a playoff race. Oh, shit. The Charlotte Roval's a playoff race. Which means that could make or break my entire playoff season. Okay. I don't like how this is going already. That could make or break my entire playoff experience if I fuck that up. So, not sure if I want to do that. Okay. Definitely have to scale up the AI. I don't really want this to constitute as a win. But I also don't want a DNF. I don't want to, like, fix it, so I'm just going to run it the way I should, but at the same time I am running the hell away. I mean, I am long gone. My record here, 31.679, just ran a 32 flat. Good lord. I don't want to have a fucking Kyle Larson. Well, obviously I kind of want to have a lot of Kyle Larson series, but season. But I want to make it more interesting by actually fighting for the lead, earning my wins. Of course, I'm not going to make the race so long to the point where pit strategy becomes a thing, because that's just going to bog down the video to the point where one race, where a whole stream could be like 2 races. Oh shit. You know what? I'm fine with it this time. I'm fine with it here. I mean, that could have been a lot more catastrophic too, but I'm totally fine with that when I'm leading by that much, because I don't really want this to be a win, so it's too easy. But now that we're in a turn and I've actually had to brake, they're probably going to be falling behind pretty quick. But yeah, that's definitely going to become a pretty big issue at a lot of intermediates, is spinning on that apron, because that's something I'm pretty reliable to do. I love that Busch car. Not that Kyle Busch car, but the Busch Light car. And the Kurt Busch car too. That monster car is pretty nice. See, now this is pod racing. Well, I feel like I'm still going to pass Truex no fucking problem. That's not going to make things very interesting. Five to go. It is more than enough to pass him. Probably enough to encounter a lap track too. I mean, at least I had to pass someone for that. I mean, granted, I'm just running away with it. I'm way too fucking fast. But still. I believe I'm running a 90, like a mid to high 90 on the difficulty. So maybe I'll run that up to 100, or maybe not 105. I don't know if I can do that, but we'll see, I guess. If I'm close to 100, maybe I'll just run it all the way up to 105 and just see how that goes, but we'll see. Because to be fair, I'm not that good. Alright, 911 we got 3 to go, I think. And Trex is still there at least. I can still see him. Alright. 2 to go. We're not getting any closer to Truex, so I think we're going to have this one kind of in the bag, but at least I did have to pass for the win. You know, I went from first to fifth to first. So, but at least there was some effort that actually had to go into it in order to get that win. But I don't know. It's also kind of weird to see 40th to 8th and then first to first. You know, it's a bit of a strange thing. Alright, white flag. I'm probably far enough away as to where I could get away with spinning on the apron on turn 4. Probably not turn 2, but maybe turn 4. But I went way wide there, so I don't think that's going to be much of an issue in turn 2. Well, let's see about turn 4. Turn 4, rather. Record lap still stands, but I got decently close to it. Alright, and... Alright, well... That is still decently exciting. First career win in the Cup Series. Speed rating of 99. Let's get that burnout going there, ball. I forgot that was a feature. I really wish I could do this in, what's it called? Let's go third person. Get a look at that name on the back there. To be fair, it is still a pretty cool win. I mean, first win of the season, first win of the career on none other than my second start, which is, I believe, a NASCAR record. Not a NASCAR record, ties the NASCAR record. I believe Jamie McMurray won a race in his second start. Although it was not at the second race of the season, because he was filling in. Alright, well, that's that. I guess, speed rating of 99. So a slower speed rating despite that pretty far and away win. So, we're definitely going to have to up that difficulty, though. 69 points. Nice. Let's get that difficulty up. So, first career win on the books. Could have been a lot more exciting. But, oh well. We'll work a bit harder next time, I guess. Ugh. Kind of the rubber on the back of my controller is starting to wear out. It's not good. First at Vegas. So Vegas is the first career win track. Not what I would have expected with assists on, I will say. Dale Wolfhard earns first win in NASCAR Cup Series. Dale Wolfhard earns first NASCAR Cup Series win at Las Vegas. Can Dale Wolfhard do it again? That's what I'm wondering. Matt DiBenedetto, nice one. Winning a race in the NASCAR Cup Series is no small wheat. Wheat? Yeah, no small wheat. That's what I meant. Thank you, sir. Even the one I beat. Okay, I guess I beat all of them, technically, but still. Alright. Wow. I already completed that. After thinking I absolutely would not in the last race. Alright, let's go edit them settings real quick. Now you guys can get a peek at my setting. Difficulty preset expert. But it is modified. Career area difficulty normal? Oh, it's not custom? Oh. Huh. I thought custom was a feature. Should we start on hard or legend? Well, let's just do hard, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, everything else works fine. All right, save and continue. Alright, so now we're moving on to Auto Club, another D-shaped oval, so this should be a pretty similar experience. Although I believe Auto Club is a little bit bigger, but I don't know anymore. So let's see how this goes. Should get a good gauge for how performance should go at a track I can be decent at. So it's a D-shaped oval, or it's a tri-oval. I'm pretty good at tri-ovals. So, long as I don't mess up, and I shouldn't have much of a problem here in terms of performance. But now we'll get a better gauge for difficulty. This will tell me what my difficulty should be at. If I'm still having too easy of a time, which I gotta figure I shouldn't, I should place towards the top, hopefully. But I should still have to work for my position. And if I mess up, then it's gonna be pretty bad instead of just bringing me back to the field that I'm going to pass in 2 seconds anyway. So, as long as I can race pretty regularly at this track, then this will be a good basis. And I'm probably going to run the same difficulty at every track, mostly because I couldn't be bothered to fix it, to scale it for the specific track, but we'll see. Alright, let's go. Not going to go into practice. I think I'll be fine. Qualifying. I'm going to run that third person like I normally do, as is tradition. Okay, this one's a little bit flatter of a tri-oval. This one's not even really a tri-oval. It's a lot flatter, I guess. And this is what I would technically consider a D-shaped oval, but that's not what its definition is. Alright. Can I run this wide open? Okay. Good. So which means I'm going to be missing a little bit of time there, but that's okay. That's the practice lap. I think I can run this thing wide open. That's interesting. A little bit loose there. Okay, I can't run it that wide open, but I don't think I entered that corner all that well either. I might be a little bit loose. Okay. That's not good. Alright. Well, probably not going to be the best qualifying time. Granted, I don't normally run in third person, so it's probably not helpful, but whatever. Alright, we're about a second off. That's going to put us pretty far back. 28th. Okay. Yeah. I had a feeling. I didn't think this was going to be the most. You know, I probably shouldn't qualify in third person anymore, but whatever. Alright, I didn't check the qualifying. Ty Dillon failed pre-race inspection. Ryan Blaney is the pole winner. I believe Harvick was sitting next to him. And Aaron Jones failed tech inspection. So, we'll be bumping my position up 1 or 2. Alright. Just make sure I was correct about the lead there. Yep. Blaney and Harvick. Great top 2. Alright. And we're off. Alright. Let's move on. Let's see what we can do here now with that scaled up difficulty. Our qualifying position wasn't the best. I figure we're not going to fly through the pack. So, I feel like it might be somewhat based on where I place as to how well I do. Obviously, but that's how... Okay, I should rephrase that. I think the difficulty I'm going to need really has to depend on my qualifying position, which also depends on difficulty, but still. But I think we'll stick to hard. I think this will work for us. The way it usually worked in the old seasons is that I would be able to pass a decent amount of the field, but there would be a certain cap that I just hit and can't really complete any more passes. And I just kind of get stuck there. So, I mean, we'll see if it ends up that way. And where it ends up that way. But
Careful, still there.
I kind of like an auto club. A little bit bouncy, but that's not really a big deal to me. A good, I don't know, I guess it is kind of similar to Michigan. But, Jesus. Pinballing. It's kind of similar to Michigan, but it's not, I don't know, it's in a worse state, I guess.
Alright, clear outside. Alright, you're clear. Clear low.
Well, I know it's in a worse state, it's in California. But it's even in Southern California. Because they need more shit, apparently.
Hang tight here, driver. Bottom's clear. Alright, you're clear.
Right. Made it up to 11th, but something tells me that pack up there is going to be untouchable.
5 to go, 5 to go.
5 remaining. Oh.
High lane's clear. All clear.
Oh, there goes De Benedetto. Really dumped De Benedetto. That is not going to look good.
Car outside.
I am sorry, Matt DeBurrito. That is not what I meant to do. Does anyone still use that bit? Does anyone still say that?
Still there.
It was a big thing like 2 years ago when they made a burrito like during a rain delay or some shit. They made like the cast the crew one or something. I don't know, it's been years. Alright. Yeah, that top 10 is flying. They're all over the place. What's my record lap? 40.502, and I ran that at some point this race. That makes sense. I don't really race here very often. Auto club's a pretty forgettable track, so I don't really get a whole lot of experience here. Oh, that was a great turn, up until I oversteered under the line. That was a great turn. You bumped and ran his ass. That's not even a bump and run, that's just a... I mean, a bump and run is usually a lot nicer than that. I didn't even boot him out of the way, I just fucking dumped his ass. I'll be getting a bit of drafting from the 14, but I'm gonna have to work a little bit to not give up that top 10. Yeah, De Benedetto's not going to like me for that, though. I'm definitely going to get yelled at after the race. Uh-oh. Boyer pressed the intimidate button, and I had to move out of the way and dive back up to get in his way. But he's got to run, so even after bumping me, he's just going to run right by. Oh, well.
Stay on the bottom.
Oh, I got a little bit of contact. I heard some tire squeal from Boyer. Might have got a low into him too. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna run away with that.
White flag. Time by.
Alright. Try and get that spot back. I might have to draft for it.
Still there.
Dive underneath, not enough speed. Alright. Third career race, 11th. Not bad. Not bad. I feel bad for De Benedetto, especially since I ended up placing in the same place that I was before. Speed rating of 100, not bad. Yeah, I mean, especially after placing in the same spot that I would have if I hadn't bumped him. Where did he run off to? Well, let's look at the standings first. Kyle Busch got his first one of the season. Whoop-de-doo. Matt Kenseth got a nice second place finish. That's pretty good. Bush 5th, Harvick 6th, Blaine 7th. Where did DiBenedetto go? Oh, Lord. Yeah, he probably went all the way back. 37th. And Joey Gase DNF'd. Man. Well, presumably he might have finished, but I think he DNF'd. So, there's your standings for the race at Auto Club. It was a pretty interesting race there, I will say. So, we're still second in points standings. Kyle Busch bumped himself up ahead of me by about 6 points. Our other winner, John Hunter Nemechek, bounced down to 22nd after that win, but he will still appear in the playoffs, presumably. Unless there are 16 different winners. Unless there are 17 different winners, in which case he might be bumped out of the playoffs with how low he is in the standings. But at the moment, he should still at least have a chance in the round of 16 and fucking however... Oh, yep, there's that replay of me dumping Matt DiBenedetto. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty messed up. Anyway. Alright, let's see what he had to say about that. Assuming he has something to say, I don't know. But I can't imagine that the game would let me get away with it. That is one big issue with running without assists, is I'm going to create a lot more rivals. I mean, I got pretty well known for my clean driving style with assists. That's not going to be the case anymore. People are going to get dumped. Shit's going to go down. Alright. Doing decently well for ourselves. Let's see what these drivers got to say. Oh! Nothing to say. Just Ryan Blaney saying something that he probably should have said at the end of the first race instead of the third, but whatever. Sure thing, Blaney. Yeah, apparently no consequences for my actions. Isn't that always nice? Race numero 4 at Phoenix. Despite this being my favorite track, I'm not looking forward to this race. I love Phoenix, but I'm going to be completely honest when I say that that is not good for me. Alright, hey, how's, Ryan Newman's actually upset. Where's... Oh, DiBenedetto's nice. Apparently I've made a good name between myself and DiBenedetto. So, I actually did not suffer any consequences of those actions. But McDowell, Kozlowski, Carter, and Newman are not happy with me. Newman's really not happy with me. I'm not quite sure, but... Not quite sure why, but... Alright, let's get some time at Phoenix. And then, I think there will be one more race in this contract. I mean, I think the way I'm going to organize it, unless I just don't feel like racing, is going by contract. So I'm just going to split it into contracts. So we're going to run 5 races. Being invited to a party. I'm going to let them know that I am streaming. So I usually invite people to the party while I'm streaming. Okay. Well, probably because it didn't cause a caution? Maybe. Well, it can't cause a caution. There are no cautions. The races are too short. I have them in a more sprint-like format just because I want to. I'm more excited to see how the season goes. Okay, I might need a little bit of practice here. I do have a custom setup. This is one of the only tracks I have a custom setup at. Because like I've always mentioned, Phoenix is my favorite track. So as long as I can get the braking lines down, which is exactly what this is going to tell me here. God, I missed this braking line. Why is it not in the rest of the game? Why is it only in practice? I will buy NASCAR Heat. I will buy the NASCAR 21 Ignition if it just adds in a full race. Whoops. If it just adds in a full race braking line. You know, it said I have a custom setup, but my setup is my setup is a 3-gear, so I should be doing better than that. Or, well, I shouldn't be doing better than that, but I should know that it's but it should be a 3-gear. Is it not running my custom setup? It might not be. It'd be kind of strange. I'm all over the track. Could have done better there. Still missed out on that goal lap. I'm just not good here. I'm not good here. As much as I like this track for being what it is, I'm not good here. Was it? No. It was a record lap. It wasn't even the goal lap, though. It was only a record lap by like a few thousandths of a second. I'm not particularly impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, I'm not getting a whole hell of a lot better. So, we're gonna go to the garage and live without that. Isn't it? Yeah, it's custom race setup. Oh. Custom. Alright, well, we'll see. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's definitely a 4-gear. Not sure what the deal is there, but we'll figure it out. Wow, it took that beautifully. If only I would actually do that in the real race. That'd be great. Or even in just the qualifying lap, really. If only I would just do that normally. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, that was minty as hell. I didn't do that well, but that lap felt fucking great. 25th. Not fantastic. Look at the bottom of the list. Go up. There's your top 10. Alright. Pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. No surprises, really. Alright, hold on. Accept the party invite from Running. Alright, I am here. Whoa, don't leave. Almost left. Track. Alright, Phoenix.
Alright,
Phoenix
gotta be
Race
honest.
Way.
Taco Bell hot sauce doesn't go with Chick-fil-A.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, couldn't figure why.
Alright, off we go.
I need to mute.
Still there.
It just
Oh,
sounds
by the way,
like
you
you're
probably have to
mocking me.
include your audio.
Oh yeah, I already did. Yeah, because I can
Okay.
hear it in the stream. It just sounds like you're
Oh,
mocking me.
nice. Yeah, that's...
Stay low. All clear.
Dive under, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Reddick. Too slow. Okay, we're still somehow almost hitting the wall.
Still there.
Not what we want to be doing.
Clear all around.
Ow. I got bumped into Bell.
And we go.
Damn, Christian
Damn, Jimmy's
Bell.
John's.
No, well, works too.
Let's not do so poorly here. Alright, that was not a great turn. I seem to not be able to race with cars around me.
Obviously. I mean, you're garbage at driving.
Yeah. I don't know what the deal was there. I braked and it didn't slow. It didn't help my turning. So I let off. Didn't help my turnings. Went faster. Didn't help my turning. I don't know what the deal was there. God just didn't want me to turn. Apparently.
Relatable.
Gotta calm down. All clear.
Newman, don't get in my way. You already don't like me. Or he's gonna make it worse.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Damn, Jimmy's Johns. Bump me into the wall.
Careful.
How do I
still there.
mute map?
Can you mute that? I don't know.
How can I mute your stream so I don't hear me twice?
Oh, press the mute button on the fucking, on like, you know, where the pause button is. Right next to that is the volume button.
Well, I'm watching it on my freaking TV, so...
You know, I don't know how, I've never watched a stream on my Xbox. I have no idea how that works. I watch it on my computer like a man.
Good job.
Alright. It was an excellent lap. It was the best lap of the race, but not a record. God damn, I take that turn too quick. I took that turn probably like 50
You
miles an hour too
smacked
quick.
that wall.
Yeah. I gave that a nice lick.
Classic Jonathan licking the walls.
Five to go. Five to go.
Five go. Five go, five go, five go, five go, five go, five go. Alright. I sure suck for this being my favorite track.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm good at it in other games,
Got one inside.
but with the new layout that they implemented in back in like 2019, I can't race this fucking track anymore. I could do fine in like NASCAR Thunder 04 and 05 and
On low now.
Sideline and all this.
Use the bit you needed.
Which if I can find out a way to stream on my PS2, I would gladly rather play that. But I probably have to get a capture card first and a PC and stuff, and then there's no point in just playing
All right. Clear low.
console when I could just be playing on PC. Like a man.
Like a man.
Jesus.
Like a child.
RGB.
Careful. Still there.
You got the
LG
LGBT
RGBT.
lights.
All clear.
Break.
Hold your line.
passed again.
Way to go, driver.
Jesus.
Here, we'll do that. Yeah, so I went ahead and put Diablo sauce in my Chick-fil-A barbecue.
Yeah,
Horrible idea.
that sounds gross.
It's not the worst, but it's better without it.
Talk about mild sauce is honestly pretty decent.
Spicy or nothing.
Well, it actually tastes good is the difference.
Diablo sauce is great taste.
Yeah, if my mouth wasn't literally melting. If my tongue was not pouring out of my mouth as in liquid form, yeah.
Diablo sauce is really not spicy, John. You're just a child.
That was white flag. 16th. Well, yeah, and I don't think I've ever actually had it. The only place I've had it is my eye.
How the fuck?
Remember when I threw it at the ground in the parking lot and it went in my eye?
I do remember that. So funny.
Alright, 16th place. Let's see how the rest of the field did. Denny Hamlin won. What a piece of shit. Martin Truex Jr. placed second. Harvick fourth. Harvick third. Byron fourth. DeBenedetto fifth. Oh, that's a comeback from 28th after I literally wrecked this shit. Kurt Busch. Look at the standings. Hunter Nemechek, 32nd, so he's... Oh, Ryan Newman and Michael McDowell DNF. I wonder if that had anything to do with me. I know I got in Newman's way earlier. Oh, it might be this spin here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's gone.
Yeah, I just watched Newman... Oh, and then Newman got absolutely rammed by the 34 car.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Alright, well, not good for him.
So you know what else is good from Chick-fil-A? That I'm not sure if you've had before or not.
I might have. I don't know. What, Polynesian?
The peach milkshake or whatever.
Well, peach milkshake. That sounds fucking gross.
Oh,
I
it's
also
the
don't
best
like
thing ever.
peach. Because a
You
milkshake is not
you
supposed
are
to
a
be
degenerate.
fruit flavored. A milkshake is not supposed to be fruity. Like,
You're not supposed to be fruity.
yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Oh, I got a notification. Earned $5 million in career. Woo! Yay! It's not like it costs money to do anything other than own a team, and I don't plan on doing that, so... Well, maybe I will in the lower leagues, but not in Cup. I want an actual real car in Cup, but maybe in Xfinity and stuff I'll make a custom car. If I ever choose to race those series again. Alright, the final race of this incentive contract. The Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm actually pretty decent at Atlanta. Ohio loves to hate Atlanta, mostly because that's one of the main tracks that everyone loves to race at, on top of Talladega and Daytona. If you ever go on online multiplayer in this game, it's always Atlanta, Daytona, Talladega. I hate Atlanta. I know you hate Atlanta, Ohio. I was just talking about that. But no, I like Atlanta. I think it's a decent track. I'm also heavily
Atlanta's
biased
not
because
bad.
that was the track that Kevin Harvick's got his first win at, and it was one of the best wins in NASCAR history. But still,
Ain't
too
nothing
bumpy,
like
too
Talladega
loose.
or Daytona, but good track.
Yeah, it's a good track. Which Ohio also hates. He hates racing at Daytona and Talladega for some reason.
Well, they don't have Cleveland Motor Speedway, so he's got to suck it up.
Well, they do have Mid-Ohio, and that's the only thing he ever races. But
Of course.
and Iowa and Chicagoland and literally anything in the Midwest, by complete chance too, half the time. All
That's
right,
why we think
Atlanta.
he's the
All right. They're finally repaving Atlanta, though. It's about goddamn time, to be honest. Atlanta desperately needs that repave. It's really bumpy. And we're about to get some nice first-hand example here as I go in third person and immediately spin out, so we're going to not do that. Well, I didn't spin, but I almost did. So, You know, Ohio, if the track's too loose, then you might just be running a very loose setup.
Or you might just suck.
You know, it definitely is bumpy, but that's not really much of an issue in a video game. Like, I'd get that in real life, where the bumps are violent as hell and actually probably hurt. But in a video game, it's not very relevant, I'm gonna be honest. You're just being a little baby. And again, he just hates any track that people always race at. If me or most people on NASCAR Heat 5 were to say, yeah, I like that track, and he goes, oh, I hate that track. I don't like that track.
It's mainstream. I don't like it.
I don't like mainstream track. Yeah. And not a good lap. 40th? Yeah. Saw that coming.
Alright, chat. Chick-fil-A sauce or Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce?
Honey mustard.
You're gay.
I know.
So do I.
Thank you for reminding me.
Subaru is as Subaru does, you know what I mean?
Christopher Bell is well prepared for the race, apparently. Ryan Blaney is the pole winner, and Bobby Carter failed optical scanning because he's a little dirty cheater, not even a real driver, but that's beside the point.
I was gonna say, I've never heard that name.
Nope,
Probably has to cheat to just be in the championship.
You're right. To be in Cup at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's a member of the dev team.
He's got to cheat to be a driver.
Oh, I mean, your crush on the pole. I know, right? Ryan Blaney. Only when he's rocking the mustache, though. Or a decent beard, because he shaves sometimes, and it's so disappointing.
He shaves sometimes. Oh, boo-hoo. Somebody's doing what they want with their face. Oh.
Yeah, how dare they? It's not hot, they shouldn't do it.
You're not hot. You still do stuff.
I know.
Look like pubic hair on your chin.
Well, it says you now.
I just trimmed it. It looks good. Significantly better.
I almost spun on the apron earlier. I'm about to do it again. Yeah, I'm not having this so-called loose problem, I'm not gonna lie. Ohio.
No, you are pretty loose, aren't you?
I didn't hear that.
You know, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Oh. Very tempting to dump Darrell Walls right here. If there's anyone to make enemies with, this would be a funny bit. I'll bump him. I'll try and bump him around. It worked!
Do they
It
matter?
worked! Kaboo! Plus, I can hate a track and still be good. I can beat you on any track any day. Well, sometimes. Usually, yeah. Sometimes I beat you.
Well, you're
I beat you at Eldora on occasion.
John isn't.
Yeah. You also have a wheel. Well, I have a wheel, but I just don't use it.
You have a garbage wheel.
Good.
I wouldn't even call it.
I have a terrible wheel. Yeah. Oh shit! I just bubbled myself.
I just bubbled myself.
I just Danica'd myself off that apron.
Just Danica.
Shit. Alright, I don't know how much. I think I only lost like 2 spots, to be honest, but
3.
3? I don't remember specifically, but
I don't even know who
the
that
field
is.
got really spread out here, so that kind of helped. Track isn't that loose, he said. I spun off the apron. I can spin off the apron at the fucking tightest track imaginable. I could spin off the apron at literally any track. This means nothing for Atlanta, Ohio.
Oh, see, it's what?
In fact, I spun off the apron at Las Vegas. I almost spun off the apron at Auto Club. Like, it's nothing special.
On the other hand, you are pretty special, Ohio. As in, like, the down kind of special.
The down kind of special.
We've all got disabilities. Mine are physical. John's mental. You're mental as well.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 mental, 1 physical.
It's like 2 physical and 1, but
Well, yeah.
no,
Well,
it's
fat
like
here.
it's like when you get an 11th nugget in your Happy Meal, you know.
Except it's a 24th chromosome.
Except it's a 24th chromosome. No, I was gonna say except it's kidney failure.
Well, you know.
You know.
5 to go, 5 to go.
This is one time I could really use a caution. Dale's is physically and mentally. Ah, yeah. Fat and slow.
You gay. That was what I was.
Fat, slow with a little bit of fruit mixed in. It's the worst fruit salad I've ever seen.
Fruit salad. What the fuck are we calling?
Alright, 4 laps remaining. Not what I meant, Dale. Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, I think you meant the same thing I did.
What's my physical ailment? Other than fat.
No, no, let's ask the Great Wolf Lodge.
How is that physical?
I don't know. That's why I called it mental. It's not physical.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm asking Ohio. You know what I meant. Apparently I don't. Ohio. Same thing as Mark. I don't have...
Well, I mean,
Crohn's
you can
disease.
get it stuck in the back. I
All right, you're clear.
Nor do I have kidney failure. I'm just fat. Great Wolf Lodge. He was not there.
mean, but you can get it stuck in the back. Come on.
He was not a Great Wolf Lodge.
It's too tight. Get it stuck. That's your physical issue. Because now you've just human centipede.
Oh. Oh.
Brings you back, doesn't it?
Oh.
The car ahead of you is spinning.
It's magic.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, somebody's engine just blew. That's hilarious. Who is this? Who's
Fucking-
dumbass?
Chastain.
Oh, that's the 8 car.
Oh.
4 to go.
Tyler Reddick.
I didn't care for him anyway.
Clear.
It's alright, I don't even think he's driving that car anymore. For some reason, RCR can't make up their mind as to who's in the 8 car. Because it was Daniel Hemrick, and then they kicked him out under the Xfinity Series, and they then kicked him out of the Xfinity Series too, for some reason. Can't catch a break.
Who's Kozlowski going to again? Did I hear?
Roush.
Oh.
Kozlowski's going to Roush. 31st. That was a shit race.
So he'll still be
Speed
driving
rating of
forward.
42. 96. That's generous. Your winner, I think it's still Ryan Blaney. Yes, sir. Honest man in NASCAR. A one whole ass win. I had a Christopher Bell, MTJ, Kurt Busch, Boyer placed 5th. That's pretty good. Look at the standings. Wow, John Hunter Nemechek placed higher than me. This is not going to bode well to the economy, also known as my point standings. Yeah, I'm in 10th now. I think I was still in like 2nd in the last after the last race. So, ouch. Anyway, I have to end the stream within the next 20 seconds, so this thing ends at 69 minutes. So,
Nice.
we're going to call it a day there. And this was the last race I want to do anyway. I don't know.